today we are going to begin with the lesson number 26 of your class 7 English grammar, that is summarizing. So let's begin with this lesson. Summarizing involves shortening of a long passage. मतलब कि आपको जो long passage है उसे short में करना है into a brief one. So a summary is usually 1/3 length of original text. ये क्या होता है? 1/3 length होती है original text की, मतलब छोटा part होता है. A summary or process should be clear. जो summary का process होना है वो clear होना चाहिए, brief होना चाहिए, expressive होना चाहिए, and express only the main points of the passage. जो main points है वो explain करें वहाँ पे बस. While writing a summary, concentrate on the essential points of a paragraph. आपको important points पे focus करना है. Take out these points and then put them together in logical, connected and coherent paragraphs. Making a note of the keywords in the text can help you to provide a suitable title for the story. The title should be related to main subject or concerns of the text. So use your own words and expression to write the summary. Although you may use some phrases or expression from the text, the language and tone of the summary are objectives and the summary is written in the third person. Now here's a use the following stages in your writing process. First point, write a rough draft first. आपको एक rough draft लिखना है पहले. Read the draft again to ensure cohesion. आपको read करना है कि उसमें cohesion ना हो. Correct it and adjust the length. आपको correct करना है फिर उसकी length को adjust करना है. Check the spellings, punctuation and grammar. आपको spellings check करनी है, punctuation marks check करना है और grammar check करनी है, grammatical errors ना हो उसमें. Make a fair draft. फिर आपको एक fair draft बनाना है. Here is a sample draft. Researchers suggest that luck is the trump of nurture over nature. People's personalities influence how they are treated by fate. It is often seen that some people cope with all sorts of adversities and sail through problems and unhappy situations, while others are shattered emotionally and physically in similar circumstances. So, psychologists believe that when confronted by a major problem, people fall into two types: internalist and externalist. The first type of people analyze, act, and learn from the outcomes. They see a connection between them and whatever happens to them. On the other hand, externalists believe that they have no control over their lives. By doing so, they let life wash over them. If they fall over, they will just blame bad luck instead of trying to work out but they fell over and how to prevent it from happening again. This becomes a vicious circle. The willingness of externalities to see the unseen hand of fate in everything makes them liable to more bad fortune because they do not learn from experience. So they see themselves as unlucky, remain an introvert, and are convinced from the start that they will fail. They are more likely to drift into either a passive existence or less desirable kind of life. The internalists, on the other hand, take matters into their hands and tend to become high achievers. They make their own luck by taking more chances and meeting more people who might help them. They tend to be optimists, extroverts and risk takers. That is why it is said, the harder you work, the luckier you get. This is just 260 words and you have to summarize it. You can summarize like this. Given below is a list of sentences from the text which contain the main points. Here the main points हैं like people personalities influence how they are treated by fate. Some people sail through problems while others are shattered. When confronted by problems, people fall into two types of internalists and externalists. So the first type of people analyze and learn from the outcome. Externalist people they have no control over their lives. Externalists see that the hand of fate every time. They do not learn from experience. Internalists take matters into their hands and become high achievers. Now let us write these sentences in the form of coherent paragraph to make it read well. We shall give the summary and appropriate title to. हमने क्या दिया? Taming fate. So fate is our attitude to life determined by our personality. When confronted with similar problems, some people sail through while others are shattered. This is because, according to psychologists, there are two kinds of people, internalists and externalists. Internalists analyze, act, and learn from outcomes of situation, while externalists believe that they have no control over their lives. They see fate in everything and never learn from experience. The internalists show us that we can create our own destiny and be high achievers. लास्ट पैराग्राफ में क्या थे आपके कितने वर्ड्स थे 260 वर्ड्स थे हमने उसको कितने में लिख दिया 82 जस्ट 82 वर्ड्स में समराइज कर दिया. So that's all for summarizing. I hope you all like the explanation of this chapter. Thank you and have a great day.